I'm okay with masks. I want to ask you both about one last.
We will make our medical supplies right here in the United States.
A busy week of high-profile events for President Trump culminated with his announcement early Friday morning that he and First Lady Melania Trump tested positive for coronavirus. Though it's unclear how he might have contracted the virus or who he may have infected, images from his travel over the last week show little adherence to CDC guidelines of social distancing and mask wearing by the president and his inner circle, raising questions about how widely the virus may have spread in the highest levels of American government. On Saturday, September 26th, the president was in Washington to announce the nomination of Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court.
I stand before you today to fulfill one of my highest and most important duties under the United States Constitution, the nomination of a Supreme Court Justice.
Later that day, he went on to a campaign event in Middletown, Pennsylvania.
Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the United States Supreme Court.
He returned to the White House late that evening. He went golfing in Virginia Sunday morning, and he held a news conference in the evening to address reports about his taxes.
Actually, I paid tax, and you'll see that as soon as my tax returns. It's under audit.
On Monday, the president gave an update on the nation's coronavirus testing strategy in the Rose Garden.
150 million.
Later that afternoon, he appeared for a photo op with the makers of a new electric truck.
The motors, engines are in the wheels.
On Tuesday, the president flew to Ohio for the first presidential debate with Joe Biden.
Irresponsible the way in which he is.
Look, I mean, I have a mask right here. I put a mask on, when I think I need it. Tonight, as an example, everybody's had a test, and you've had social distancing and all of the things that you have to, but I wear masks when needed. When needed, I wear a mask.
He flew back to the White House that evening. On Wednesday, the president flew out to Minnesota to attend a private fundraiser with senior advisors, including Hope Hicks, and then to speak at a campaign rally in Duluth.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Duluth. Hello, Duluth.
On the flight back to Washington, senior advisor Hope Hicks started showing symptoms, according to a person familiar with the matter. On Thursday, Trump flew to his golf club in Bedminster for another campaign event. Soon after he returned to the White House, it was reported that senior advisor Hope Hicks had tested positive. Trump spoke about the diagnosis in an interview that evening with Sean Hannity.
Things happen. I was surprised to hear with Hope, but she's a very warm person with them, and she knows there's a risk, but she's young, and I just went out for a test. They just do it. It'll come back later, I guess. And the First Lady also, because we spend a lot of time with Hope and others.
In remarks at the annual Al Smith dinner that night, he expressed his optimism in defeating the virus.
I just want to say that the end of the pandemic is in sight, and next year will be one of the greatest years in the history of our country.
Just before 1 a.m. Friday morning, the president tweeted that he and the First Lady had tested positive. By the end of the day on Friday, the president's physician recommended that he go to Walter Reed. He left the White House and boarded Marine One.